The excuse a lot of us use as YouTubers or as creators as to why not to do something or why not to get started. So let's check it out. But first, let's roll the intro.
Come true. My dreams come true.
So I've been a YouTuber for not that long. I don't have a high subscriber count. I don't have thousands of followers as yet. But there's some misconceptions about this YouTube industry. And I think one of the first things is that people think that YouTube is a sprint. And a lot of the time they get discouraged, so they make 1 or 2 videos or a few, and they don't continue or they don't be consistent. And I think the biggest problem with that is that, like I said in my first video that I made on this channel, starting with why. Why are you actually doing this? What is the reason you're wanting to get into the industry? Is it internet fame? Is it that you want to influence? Is it that you really want to make a difference? And there's nothing wrong with either of those points, but I just think that consistency is key at the end of the day. And one of the major excuses I think that a lot of us as creators do use, and I'm not saying all, I don't want to generalize a statement, but we use equipment as an excuse. And I've got another channel that me and my family use, that we shoot on, and a lot of those videos on those channels we shot with very low budget cell phone cameras, 2 of them in some instances. And when I look back on it now, you can actually see the difference in quality now that I'm actually shooting with a DSLR camera. But the quality wasn't that great, but we actually spent a little bit more time and effort in the post-production to make sure that we actually try to up the quality a bit, or try to up the production of what we were doing. So we didn't necessarily let something like a camera or something of that nature stop us from shooting the videos. But it's not all perfect, because a couple of months ago I also felt that I had a little bit of a dry run and I was struggling to come up with ideas, and I didn't just want to put out any crappy content, because I want to put quality content out on my channel. But the ultimate deal is that you need to be consistent with doing these videos. I just want to share 3 of the things that happened with me personally, and I think that some of the things that YouTubers out there struggle with as well, especially like I said, when you have a small subscriber base. So one of the lies we tell ourselves is that our cameras aren't good enough. And I know a lot of the smartphones on the market at the moment have quite good quality cameras. And I mean, even the videos that I was shooting on my other channel, those were really crappy entry-level cell phone that we were shooting those videos on. And I think in the post-production we did quite a good job. I know some of the videos might have been overexposed or high contrast or high saturation on some of them, but overall I think we did quite a good job with the type of cell phone camera that we were using. So the first lie is that our cameras aren't good enough, and that's a lie, because I know most people have good iPhones or they have good smartphones in terms of the Samsung Galaxies and all of that. So it's just really to use your creativity. If you don't have a good editing software, then look into ways to be creative with how you are shooting it. Maybe try a different angle, maybe do a bit of camera movement. But in doing camera movement, be sure of what you are shooting, understand your environment, and don't, if you are doing a talk like this, try not to have a lot of camera shake. If you're doing B-roll, you need to make sure that you are doing smooth movements. But there are instances like when you are hiking, for example, where there can be a little bit of camera movement, because that is expected. The second thing we lie to ourselves about is that we don't have good enough lighting. Now I'm sitting in my lounge with basically a desk lamp in front of my face with another little torch on the other side to give some light on this side of my face. And that shouldn't really be an excuse. We shouldn't say that we need this big lighting rig in order to get good lighting. It's after like 9 o'clock on a Monday evening, and yet I'm still taking time to shoot this video because I wanted to demonstrate that the lighting shouldn't really be an issue. Yes, I do have help with the kind of quality camera that I do have now, which helps a little bit with the depth of field as well as the focal range. But when you have a cell phone, try and make an adjustment of the time that you are shooting. I know some of us have day jobs, so try and use Mother Nature's cheapest source, or not cheapest, it's actually a free source of light, which is the sun. Shoot in front of a window, get some of that light, or shoot outside where you'll actually, your lens of your cell phone camera will pick up a good quality picture. but just make sure that you're not using lighting as an excuse. The other thing is, and this is something that bothered me for a long time, it's sound quality. And this is the third thing I want to speak about. We sometimes think that we need to have the expensive shotgun mic or the boom mic, which Rode makes, or some of the other brands as well, but that's also another lie that we tell ourselves. Sometimes the audio that gets picked up from your cell phone is good enough in order to shoot a video, and a good quality video as well. And there again, in post-production, there's some basic stuff that you can do to improve. So I would really encourage you guys not to let small things like this hold you back. At the end of the day, if you understand why you're doing it, if you understand why you want to become a creator, if you love creating, if you want to get into film, if you want to share your journey, your story, if you want to do reviews, whatever it is, and you feel that you want to share it, be consistent. Don't use equipment as an excuse, because that's just what it is. It's an excuse. You've got the equipment in your pocket a lot of the time, and it's really just to utilize it. Use what you have, and eventually you'll get to the stage, because again, YouTube, it's a very expensive hobby to have. So actually buying an expensive DSLR camera or a RED camera, whatever it is, or even just a point and shoot camera, it's going to set you back a couple of $100 or maybe even a couple of thousand, depending on what quality camera you go for. But ultimately, it's an investment that you have to make in yourself. And like I said in the beginning of the video, YouTube is not a sprint. You're not going to post a video today unless it's a viral video and have 1 million subscribers by tomorrow. This is really a marathon that you need to run. If it is what you want to do, then keep that on your mind and make sure that you understand why you are doing it, and be consistent, because the consistency at the end of the day is what's going to reward you with subscribers and views and watch time and all of those nice things that we like to hear. And I'm speaking from a perspective of not having a high subscriber count either, but it's just from the content that I have been watching. There's some good guys out there who share very good content, and you need to make sure that you are experimenting with these different things. I mean, one example is when I bought this camera that I'm shooting on at the moment. It was brand new launched, or not brand new, but it was a couple of months old of being launched in South Africa. And a couple of nights prior to me making the decision to buy this one, I was going to buy another camera which wouldn't have suited me 100% for what I was wanting to do. And slowly but surely I did a little bit more research and I found this camera, and it's perfect for what I need to do at this point in time. And who knows, in a year or two, when my subscriber base is higher and I do want to invest more, that I will buy a better quality camera. If you found this content relevant, please comment down below. Let me know exactly what are some of the things that challenge you when shooting videos or when not shooting videos. Hoping you guys find these tips helpful. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please click the subscribe button below. Click the bell notification. I do post videos every week. And remember, create, don't procrastinate. Peace!